Hey there, this is Lynda Cromar, and I am going to share with you another video. And I am talking today to probably most of the ones that are brand new, have not yet created a blog post or a blog, and show them how easy it is to really get started using the blog system that is now part of our Power Lead system. And I'm sure that in some cases, some of you have been attracted to this system because of this new blog. It is the newest piece of a suite of tools that we have available to us now. So anyway, the very first thing you need to do is you're inside getting started, and I'm not going to tell you how to get started with with Power Lead system right now, but I'm going to tell you how to get started with the blog so that you're ready to go with that. The very first thing you need to do is come over here to the very first thing you need to do is actually add a new domain. If you haven't already, this is not the one that you're going to use for all of your sales pages and capture pages. This one is going to be only for the blog. So I'm going to just create one. I'm not going to buy it right now, but I'm going to show you how easy it is actually to do it. Say you want to do blog with Lynda, and you want to see if that was available. So I'm going to say blog with Lynda, and I'm going to just go see if it's available. It says it is available. Please verify the spelling. And if you do like it, then you would check all of these, and then you would charge your card. Now, the reason why you want to do that is because this blog needs to have its own unique link that is not part of the rest of the blog, the URLs that you might have. So a total of 2 that you would own when you start out in this system, one that is going to be all your pages and one that's going to be your blog. And so the next thing you would do after that is you would go down here and you would actually manage your website. Takes a minute for it to come up. And so you're going to manage that website. You're going to decide where it's going to go. So first of all, make sure that you have the link that you want it to be. So if it's not on the top here, scroll down until you find it. Now I'm going to pretend that it's this one, okay? And so I'm going to come down here and I'm going to go down, 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 down to the bottom. See where it says Power Blog? Use this one. Whoops. We're going to want to go ahead and use that one. So I'm going to just click that one. And I'm going to make sure I like the one I chose. Make sure you like the one you chose because it's not going to be available anywhere else. So you would choose something. Let's see, I'm going to choose storytelling, and I'm going to pretend that's the blog. You can actually use subdomains, but it's better because you don't want it to be a long blog post. Because remember that with every post you make, it's going to have the beginning part of the blog, and then it's going to have the link behind it of the particular blog post you just created. So I'm going to save that choice. And then this page viewed, it's going to show, this is the landing page of that blog. So I'm going to save this choice. And then I'm going to actually, this is not relevant for that. So what I'm going to do is go up and go to Power Blog. And it's going to bring us in to the format where you actually can create your blog. If you've never created one before, you're going to want to go to Create Site. And you're going to select the domain. And it's not there yet, or it might not be because it might not accept that particular blog. But as you can see, I've got one that I created, Lynda Cromar PLS, and I also created that it has the Divi 3 as my theme, and you can choose that or 12 others. Divi and Extra both have the Divi Builder in them. The rest of them do not. So I would suggest that you choose either Divi or Extra. They both are really nice. Then the next thing you're going to do is go back to, once it has created your site, you're going to now go to My Sites. And as you can see, LyndaCromarPLS.com is in here. Well, it's been in here for a while, but you would have to wait probably up to 2 hours before it would show up in here. And then you can go into the dashboard. And if you've never done anything before, I've done other trainings on how to set up and get it kind of ready. But today we're going to just show you the basics of creating a blog and then creating a blog post. So we're going to go to posts. As you can see, they're all in icon form, so it's easy to see. You can see that I've created posts before, and you would just hit add. Now, one thing that's really cool when you're using the Divi Builder is that you can create any kind of layout that you can possibly imagine. So let's just go and look at all the possibilities using the Divi Builder. First, you click this purple button, and that opens up the Divi Builder, and you can come down here to the bottom, and you can either load from library, which would be, there's some library choices already in there, or you can save your own, or you can create scratch right here. And it gives you a first column, but it doesn't give you any of the media that you can put in here until you start using it. So the first column, you have to insert the column. You can choose all kinds of different ways to do this. For instance, if you wanted to have a picture and some text, then you could use this half and half. And when you do that, it gives you two different little sections. They call them modules. And then you can insert into these sections anything you want. We've got a choice of several different things that you can put in there. But we talked about image. So we're going to go ahead and add image. And I'm not going to put any image in there at the moment. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. It's going to look like this. And then I'm going to put text on the other side. And then again, it gives you the option of actually creating the text. So now, right now, we have a layout with image and text. Now there's nothing inside of these little modules at this point. But I just wanted to show you how that looks. Now this is a nice front end beginning of a blog. Now what if you wanted to put a video under that? So you'd add a row. This time I'm going to add just one row, one column. So it's all the way across the entire blog. And then I'm going to put code in there, because what we do with code is we add the embed code, and you can do it from YouTube, you can do it from Wistia, you can do it from Vimeo, just about any website that has video hosting in it, whether it's free or paid, and you have to get the full embed code. Don't get the abbreviated code, get the full code. For instance, if I wanted to put a YouTube video in here, let me go over to the YouTube and show you what I mean. Now I'll just pick something and show you where the embed code is. So say I wanted to get this one. I'm not going to play the video, I just wanted that video.
So the following 3 words have cost me a lot of trouble.
The way you would get that is you would come down here to where it says share, and you would get embed from YouTube. Now it has a default setting which is actually smaller than you might want to have. So you preview that and look at what the setting is, 853 by 480. Well, I like to do about 900 and something, so I'm going to say custom. And I'm going to say 920. And then I'm going to tab over, and it's going to automatically give me the other part. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to grab this code by going, you click inside of it, go Control A, which lets you select all of it, and then Control C, which copies it. And then you would simply be able to come back in here and you would be able to paste that code. And what that's going to do is it's going to make a video that goes across the entire blog content. Larger, it's not going to have, a small piece of blog. It's going to be a full area of the blog. And then you would save that. And say you wanted to put on the end, you wanted to put another piece here. And this again is a module. Remember, you're doing a column first, and then you're going to do whatever goes inside the column. If it's one column, it's one item. If it's two columns, it's two items, and so forth and so on. And say I want to do a call to action. And a call to action is the kinds of things that get people to take an action. It can be sending them to one of your capture pages. It could be sending them to a sales page. Depends on what your content is, obviously, because the call to action is what you say at the end that gets them interested in looking at what you have been talking about, whether it's you're just talking about a product or whether you're talking about something that happened. It doesn't matter. You're going to have them take some kind of action. So I'm not going to finish this off, but this gives you all kinds of opportunities. You can put a title in here. You can have a button, and the URL is actually going to say something, and then it's going to then they're going to go to that certain URL, like the capture page button could be here, and you decide whether it's going to be new page or the same page. Button text is the call to action words, like for instance, click now could be your call to action words. And then you can select to change your color scheme any way you want. You can have a light or dark text. You can orient it to the left, or you can put it in the center, or you can put it to the right, whatever you want to do. And then you can also have another little blurb here. You can add a picture if you want to. You can add some text that explains what it is that you're asking them to do. Then you would save all of that, and that'll be your complete blog. And what's cool is you can actually save this whole layout. You can save it to the library, and you can give it a name. Doesn't matter, just something that you're going to remember what it is, and then you're going to save it. And then if you want to load this another time, it's going to be in here, as you can see. All you have to do is go to Add to Library, and you're going to find the ones that you've created. If you've created others, it's going to show it in here. And so I did too with the call to action, because I did a video earlier and it didn't take. So I have several different kinds of layouts, and you can create as many as you want. And what's nice about doing this is once you've created a layout, you can use it over and over again, and it saves you some time. What I suggest you have at the top here is you have at least an image on one side or the other, or all the way across. It doesn't matter. You want to grab their attention, and so have something that is very compelling and interesting, and looks like what your topic is, whatever it is you're going to talk about. Don't get too far off the beam and make it all crazy so that it doesn't make sense, but make it all fit together so that it makes sense to them. It doesn't have to be a sales page now. It can be a tutorial, like what I'm doing right now. In fact, this tutorial that you're watching now is very likely going to end up in my blog. And that's how I roll. And I hope this helps you out, and I'll be talking to you again soon. Bye for now.